This is the LowcoSports Lowdown podcast. Here are your hosts, Justin Jarrett and Wes Kerr.
And Mad Max Arraj, the trio all together tonight. And you notice I hit the button on 2 seconds left that time. I wasn't messing around and letting it trip me up again. But we're live with the Monday night, what day is it? Wednesday night edition of the LowcoSports Lowdown. I started to say Monday. Felt like a Monday.
It was the same similar Monday schedule because we got a lot of baseball.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, flipping it back. So lots of baseball and softball tonight, the Wednesday special, but also a few other things. Not a whole lot else. A little bit of lacrosse. HHC boys got to win. A little bit of soccer and some golf, but mostly baseball and softball. And the big one.
We're kind of winding down lacrosse regular season.
Yeah, it's almost over, right? Yeah. But baseball and softball still going strong. And of course, the big one tonight was the region title showdown between Hilton Head Christian and Hilton Head Prep. And it wasn't really much of a showdown. Prep got one on the first and nothing more. Hilton Head Christian pulled away 9-1 win. Homers for Roman Colella and Steele Bird. Hayden Brooks with another really good outing, 6 innings. 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. So both the Bird boys, nice nights. Steele 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Slade 3 for 4. Really good win for a really good Hilton Head Christian team.
Yeah, this was my first time seeing them live this year. I actually started off the night over at Hilton High, and they did not show what they wanted to produce at home because they fell quickly. Just got behind, a couple of tough errors, mistakes for the Seahawks, and James Allen kind of rolled them. But I was expecting, so I left the Hilton High game and it was like, 1-1. Oh, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good finish. And by the time I get there, it's 6-1, and the first batter I see was Bird hitting that home run. Yeah,
that's the first thing you see.
Yeah,
got every bit of it.
Yeah.
So Eagles roll tonight, 9-1. So yeah, it got sideways in a hurry. I think Hilton Head Prep didn't have any business beating them once this year. Honestly, I mean, just talent wise, it should have been a sweep, but it was really pretty impressive by them to be able to pull one out in that first game. But it definitely woke the sleeping giant, I think, because Hilton Head Christian is looking every bit the part right now.
Yeah, Bird duo, Slade and Steele, they can hit. And then Bratt is just the prototypical leadoff guy for that lineup. And then underrated Chip Hetzel with a nice day, 2 for 3 at the bottom of the order. And so the offense was churning. It didn't start out the way they wanted to, but once they found their groove, the third and the fourth innings, they really started to pound the runs, and they got 4 in the third. After 1 in the first, they got 4 in the third, and then 4 in the fourth, including that Bird 2-run shot to make it to 9-1 there at that point. But this HHCA team, they have all the pieces that they need to be a true contender in skis at 3A. The offense has been catching fire really all season. They have been producing runs in bunches, but to do what they did against Hilton Head Prep, and despite losing that first one, really showing a lot of good stuff in these last 2 games and just leaving no doubt, pounding them at home in front of an excellent crowd. What a terrific game day atmosphere that was over Hilton Christian. That was the first game I saw, and they were getting into it. Crowd was awesome. The DJ was fantastic. Just really well
DJ
put
Styles,
together.
Toby Colella, spinning the hits of the 90s and 2000s.
Love it.
Yeah. Well, also because he has the intro.
He does. He has the intro that features us.
Yeah, us 3, man.
You showed us.
We'll get it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. But hey, man, first region title since 2018. 6 years, guys.
Really?
Yeah. The last time they won, I was a junior. I was playing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The last time they won it, I was a junior playing on that team. With me, Michael Kropner, Dargan Cherry, John Burke, John Blackshire, all those boys. That was the last time we won a region title. So back when we were on the old campus, But
yeah,
hey, dude,
back on the island.
yeah. So
where you had to hit one into the end zone to get a home run.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A huge win for these fellas, man. That, that gives them the region champs. It also gives them a very good shot at being the overall number 1 seed going into the Skeeza 3A tournament. A very good shot. But what we're watching right now, they may be the state championship favorites heading towards the Skeeza playoffs. So I don't know if there's really many other teams within this, division of Skeeza that can match Homehead Christian.
I mean, they should be right there among them at least. I mean, I think that's what this team was built to do. Was compete for one at least. So that would be the expectation. Certainly already last year, I think that was kind of the thought, and then you lost Steele and you had some injuries to the pitching staff, and but then you get everybody back, and you got Cody comes over, and so the idea there is like, all right, one last ride with these seniors and go see if we can win one. And they should be well equipped to try to do it. You caught up with Coach Wilkerson after the game. Let's hear what he had to say.
What's going on, everyone? Max Arraj with LowcoSports. I'm here with head coach J.W. Wilkerson of the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles. Coach, your first region title as the head coach. The experience, how does it feel?
It feels great. This is my 14th year coaching high school baseball, from Ben Lippin up in Columbia to down in Fort Myers, Florida. We've had really good players, really good teams. But this team is very special. What we've been able to accomplish in the last, 2.5 years and just the momentum, watching it all come full circle. This is a small step, this is a small goal for us, but it's also a huge moment. So very proud of our guys.
Yeah, and this is a huge game for y'all because you guys win the region, but now you're looking towards possibly the number 1 seed in the Skeeza playoffs. So what's the focus going forward this season?
Yeah, the focus is same. Next game. We travel Friday. We go up to AC Flora. I made it very clear when I got here 3 years ago, we will play anybody at any time, at any place. So next game, AC Flora, get ready, buckle up, and it's move on to the next one.
Coach, congratulations. Heck of a team, heck of a win. Congrats. Look forward to the Skeeza playoffs with you and your group of players. I've had the opportunity of watching them since some of these players were in middle school. So, it's a great opportunity, and I'm excited. First region title since 2018. So awesome. Congratulations for you guys, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Max. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that Florida series is really going to tell a lot
about
this squad's capabilities going up against an always very, very strong high school league squad in Class 4A. That's going to really show you where your weaknesses are, just make you fight against a very good team. So I'm pumped to see how that goes. They got 2, I believe, against the Falcons of AC Flora on Friday and Saturday. And then just 3 more games left the regular season. Augusta Christian on the road, and then their senior night game against Colleton Prep. So a nice local on local matchup there. But I think Hilton Christian should take care of business on their senior day, and then at JP2. But yeah, they're positioned well. I mean, you look, PD Academy looks to be a solid squad in 3A, Williamsburg. So certainly there's going to be some competition when you get up to the tournament, but I think this is the best shot they have had in at least 5-6 years. It's the opportunity is there, and there's something to be said about guys last ride with those band of brothers and bringing in Cody Brat and everything that he does, game breaking speed and the ability to steal and swipe bags. They've got it all there. Now, can the pitching consistently find success, and can they get it together when it matters the most in the playoffs? Because down to, you can have a great season up to this point, and then you lose 2 and it's over. So you got to find a way to buckle down when it matters. But I think these guys have a great shot.
I think the biggest question for me is that, they're probably going to get punched in the face at some point in the playoff run, and how do they respond? And if they can, just get back up and keep doing what they've been doing, then I think they'll be fine. But that's always the question. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right? That's the Mike Tyson quote, or maybe it's the Buster Douglas quote about fighting Mike Tyson. Regardless, it applies here. They're going to get punched by somebody, and maybe somebody that they didn't see it coming.
It was Tyson.
And how do you respond to that? So, but they look good, man. They're definitely. They got the pieces. They got all the pieces in place, and I think they've started to figure out which guys, fit in some of those. They knew what the main pieces were, and I think they've started to figure out, who fills the roles. But Chip Hetzel, I mean, that was a good call, Wes, when you said underrated on him, because I noticed like he's the kind of guy you need at the bottom of the order to really be successful. A guy who just finds a way. He's batting 357. 403 on base, 21 runs scored
if you can have that as your number 9 guy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Really
at the bottom of the order, you get on base 40% of the time and score a run per game. We're going to be in pretty good shape.
Also, forgot to mention Hayden Brooks pitched an absolute brilliant game tonight. So hats off to Hayden Brooks, man. Another great game against Prep. I mean, he's had 2 of them now against that Dolphins team. The last one he pitched against them was at Hilton Prep earlier in the season, and I was able to watch that game. And he pitched the lights out against Prep as they beat Prep in that.
He was dominant. His control was very, very impressive during the innings that I saw him pitch, and didn't make many mistakes. Just 2 walks and struck out 7, and the defense behind him played very, very well. And that's what it takes to win games this time of year. Is solid pitching, induce that weak contact, and the defense making the plays and not giving up or giving the other team free outs. So they're looking good. Yeah, really well-oiled team right now.
Yeah. So Hayden Brooks tonight pitched 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks on the game. So very solid outing for Hayden Brooks, and they've had a lot of solid outings this season, and I think that's what they've been missing. Whenever Hilton Christian makes the playoffs, especially with Coach Wilkerson, the one thing they have missed is depth at pitching. Right. And it's not just Hayden Brooks. They have Hayden Brooks. They have Zane Wilson. They have, I'm drawing a blank here. Hold on. James Crosby. Sorry. I was thinking of who am I missing here? James Crosby, and you got Cody Bratt as like your perennial closer.
Luke Crosby closed out and he got the last.
Yeah. So you have depth at pitching, and it works. It really works. And when you have depth at pitching and you have a very solid offense, not many teams can beat you, man. It's great to see. I've been waiting for some depth at pitching for a really long time from that program. So,
all right, we've crowned them region champs. They still got work to do. Let's look around Region 7 4A, because you mentioned James Island taking down Hilton Head tonight, 12-1. Another tough one for Bluffton, 12-2. Lucy Beckham takes the win. And then how about them Sharks? 17-0 at Colleton County.
Wow.
They ended the skid at Colleton County. They've had a jinx when they go to Walterboro, but not tonight. It was a scary moment. I understand that Fergus Varley hit a line drive that knocked our boy Davion Varner's glasses off, knocked him down, and it was frightening for a minute. Turned out, it was just kind of glancing, and he was okay. But it's one of those deals where you see that line drive back at the mound, and especially you see the glasses go flying, you start to get worried, And so fortunately Davion was okay, but I think probably the Cougars were a little rattled after that. He's kind of an emotional leader and just a well-liked, great young man. So glad to see he's okay. But the Sharks, 17-0. This team is dangerous. They still get James Island, and James Island's awfully tough. But I think this team's capable of stealing one off of them. I really do. They got a lot of sticks in that lineup tonight. They did take advantage of 9 walks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hit by pitches, so that certainly helps. But you get in the middle of that order. Well, actually, starting at the top with Brazington, he's tough, and then you got Trace Mishik, and then Will Korn, and then Joe Schroeder, and then Varley, and then Arenado Guthrie and Jordan Reed, and it's. I mean, your 9-hole hitters, Tannen Mankowski, is going to play at Truett McConnell, and is having a nice little year too. So it's an interesting little lineup, and Willie Korn was very good tonight. 5 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. They got it done in 5. So Sharks looking good.
And they still have a chance. I mean, obviously, they wish they wouldn't have suffered the loss at Lucy Beckham 8-3, but that's still a pretty good Bengals team. But still in front of them if they're able to take both against James Allen. Much easier said than done. So the opportunity's still in front of them. Although James Allen now 8-0 and Sharks 6-1, they still have to play Colleton County again on Saturday. But if they do that, and then they'll have a chance to
they get Colleton County on Friday. And
Saturday,
then I think the softball game's on Saturday. The baseball game's on Friday.
Right.
And then they've also got James Island, but they've got one more with Beckham as well. The other one got rained out. And Beckham's tough.
Yeah.
Beckham's tough.
Yeah.
Hilton Head's got Beckham next. Not next week because next week's spring break, but the week after that. So it ain't over yet.
Seahawks are in decent position.
Seahawks are in trouble.
Get the 4,
but they should be able to get the 4.
Yeah, but what are they going to do in the playoffs?
Right?
Yeah.
Did they split with Colleton?
They got the split.
Yeah.
But Hilton had beat
Colleton walked off.
Yeah.
So Colleton County's supposed to play Bluffton. So the interesting series when you look at what's left for some of these teams, we're getting down to it. Colleton County, Bluffton. That's the big series at the end.
Right.
Because Colleton gets both of those, and it really makes it interesting for that 4 spot with Hilton Head because the Seahawks still have Lucy Beckham and Bluffton's winless against Colleton. So that's going to be a fun, very, very interesting series.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
You feel for Bluffton, man. They just can't seem to get a break when it comes to region play, man. It's just when they play out of region teams, they look like they can play anyone, and then for some reason they get to regions. And I know this is a really tough region to play in, but
they had some tough breaks.
You would hope they would have at least
losses, I should say.
Yeah, I was hoping to see at least 1 to 2 wins out of them by this point in the season, and they just haven't been able to win some of those close games. So you got to feel for the Bobcats.
Certainly losing Cody Brock has to make some kind of difference. But Fry's been solid this year. Just sometimes the offense isn't showing up.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
I got a text to that effect from a friend. A sorry, not sorry text, basically.
But this Bluffton team, I mean, they the 2 games against James Allen, they lost 5-3 and 4-3. I mean, they were right in there against the top.
Well, no, they got the other one got away from them, didn't it? Was it that close? Were they both that close? They were both that close. Never mind. You're right.
Close.
You're right.
The one was also
the one, and then that one game ended in the controversy, controversy.
Correct.
But
I've since had a conversation with the umpire who was involved, and everybody knew what the count. That's what he told me. Everybody knew what the count was. There was no question what the count was. That's what he said.
Except for the fans.
Except for the fans. Everybody who needed to know the count. The players, the people involved in the game knew the count. So that was good enough for me. That was good enough for me.
Yep.
But that was the rest of the baseball tonight. Actually, not the rest of it. John Paul II beat Battery Creek 11-1. Calvary Day beat Beaufort 13-2. That's good, Calvary Day team.
I'm excited for that JP2.
Beaufort's a little dangerous.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that
JP2 Hilton Head prep game on Friday at the NC
Pods. Yeah, that one's interesting.
Yeah,
that one's interesting. I mean, I think Hilton Head prep's the better team, but it's baseball, so you never know.
They'll probably have Ross Putnam starting on.
I would guess so
against Dolphins, so it can make it even more interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he didn't throw earlier in the week, so we presume he didn't. But let's shout out some sponsors. The MVP sponsors of LowcoSports, keeping us going. We've got Megan Jarrett, the official realtor of LowcoSports, and my wife. She's with Keller Williams of the Lowcountry, the new Anchor Home Group. She'd love to help you find a place to put down an anchor in the Lowcountry, or maybe pick yours up and put it down in a different place here in the Lowco, because it's a great time to get into the real estate market with the official realtor of LowcoSports, Megan Jarrett. We've got Homegrown Home Inspections, our official home inspectors, and Jan Lucas and his team are the best in the biz when it comes to making sure you're making a great investment in the Lowco real estate market. So you got to have them check it out. Check out that home before you make the purchase. Or if you're building a new home, you got to have the phased inspection where they will check on it every step of the way, make sure it's being built right the first time at Homegrown Home Inspections. Mickelson Law Firm is the official real estate closing attorney of LowcoSports and the presenting sponsor of our HHCA coverage. So, they're celebrating that region title tonight at the Mickelson household. The Mickle Squad, a big part of it over there at Mickelson Law Firm, our original sponsor since 2017. So go see them for all your legal needs. And Hospice Care, the Lowcountry official hospice provider of LowcoSports, the only not-for-profit hospice in southern Beaufort County. And they provide all kinds of great services over there at Hospice Care, the Lowcountry, where it's not about dying, it's about living. Those are our MVP sponsors. Gentlemen, transitioning over to the softball diamond. We had all kinds going on tonight. May River 13-3 over Bluffton. Hampton County 23-8 over Whale Branch. We might do a stat class on that one later. Colleton County 18-3 over Hilton Head. Beaufort 10-0 over JP2. I haven't looked at the stats on that one yet, but there's usually, it's always no hitter watch over there, no matter who's pitching. Yeah. West Ashley 4-1 over Battery Creek. Colleton Prep 18-2 over Holly Hill, and haven't seen a score from Cross and Patrick Henry yet. But so a few to dig into there. What do you think about the softball scores, boys?
Yeah, that Hampton one was surprising. They went for 2 twice and got it, and then they kicked an extra point on the other score to make it 23-8. But yeah, that's where rocking that one for Hampton County Hurricanes. That
there's one.
Carlton Hampton, they've got some.
Yeah, I might need to go check out. I might need to go check out Colleton Prep. From what I've been seeing,
their softball team's really good. They
really
lost
good.
to Oceanside last night, but Oceanside's real good.
Yeah.
But they've beaten everybody else.
18 runs for both Colleton County and Colleton Prep tonight. Cougars getting.
I got a Kylie Rass line for you. They needed 6 innings.
Yeah.
They needed 6 innings to get the run rule against JP2. It was a no-hitter. She faced 22 batters, struck out 16 of them, walked 1, hit 1.
Outrageous.
And they made 3 errors. So no hitter, 16 more Ks for Kylie Rass. And she went 2 for 2 with a double, walk, 2 RBIs and 2 runs. So
she is ridiculous.
Sailor Waldorf's been terrific too, by the way. Sailor Waldorf was 2 for 4 today with 2 runs scored. Ariana Smith had a triple among her 2 hits. So it wasn't just Kylie, but Kylie is pretty spectacular.
16 more though. 16 more strikeouts. I mean, where does that put her? We talked about her possibly.
She was at 164, right? Wasn't she at 164?
So now 64 that puts her at 180. If you add those 16.
That put her at 180. Yeah, she's gonna blow 200 out of the water.
Oh yeah. That'd be great.
She might get 200 this week.
Yeah. She might. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Do they have 2 games left?
I don't know.
Well, they have North Charleston Friday. If they let her pitch, she might.
Yeah.
If they let her pitch and they just didn't, they just walked off the bases and let it go 7 innings, she could definitely get it.
They also play. They play on.
But they got.
Do they play on? They play on Thursday as well.
Next Thursday, they got James Island, and then they got Oceanside, and then they got 2 with Hanahan, and that's before you get to the playoffs.
They also have a game. They have a game tomorrow.
In play.
Yeah, they have a game tomorrow too. Buford at.
They do.
They're at St. John's tomorrow. Yeah, they're at St. John's Academy tomorrow.
Oh, I don't have it on their game changer.
Well, we have it on our schedule for some reason, but okay.
Yeah, that must be old. That must be.
Yeah,
old.
It must be. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what St. John's Academy. Maybe that was Buford Academy. That's probably supposed to be Buford.
Yeah, it might be BA. That might make more sense.
Yeah. I don't know why Buford.
All right. Anyway, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stop talking now.
I've fallen victim to it too.
I think I'm interested to see that Patrick Henry's cross school score. I did at work have a couple of cross players show up at my job today after the game, so I didn't get to ask them what the score was, but I probably should have. But anyway,
well, some of those from that state championship basketball team, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All the Hollings triplets. Or not
I'm wondering.
They're not actually triplets. I just call them the triplets because they're all sisters.
Does cross schools? I've always wondered, where does cross schools play their softball games? Do they have a field on campus, or do they play elsewhere?
No, I think they play their games in Hardyville, I want to say.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a bit of a drive.
But I think they practice at Oscar Frazier. I know they practice at Oscar Frazier because I've seen them coming off the field as we're going in to practice or go to games.
That's a bit of a drive, but okay. All right. Yeah, I always wondered that.
I mean, everybody and their brothers played out there at some point or another.
Pretty much.
Soccer.
Hey, I played there.
You had some good moments over there at that field next to where we call
that was
baseball
probably
games.
one of my. I'm not gonna lie. That was probably one of my favorite fields.
If you build it, they will come. I mean, if there's a baseball field, it don't matter where it is. People will go get on and play.
Yeah, that field that JP2 used to play on was probably one of my favorite fields because I don't know what it was, but every time I played there, I usually just was going off the chain. Yeah. I was just going nuts. I was just playing nuts. Like I remember there was a day I had my whole family here, like my grandparents, my mom and my dad, my brother and my sister all came to watch, and I went 5 for 5 on the day. I was going nuts. I don't know, something about that field I just liked. So I've had a lot of fond memories at Richard Gray, but I guess everybody has played there at some point. So.
I mean, Hardyville, it's a hop, skip, and a jump over there, and there's facilities, so you got to go use them. But May River 13-3 over Bluffton, not a surprise there. We shouted out last night, Addison Rappow with the 2 home runs. That was impressive. Let's see who did the damage tonight against Bluffton. It was top of the order mostly. Michaela Landry was 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored, 2 walks at the top. Anna Caraballo was 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs. No homers. Caraballo had a double. Rappow had a double. Nagel, Belcher, but everybody had 2 RBIs basically. You get 2 RBIs. You get 2 RBIs. Caraballo with the win on the mound. So, yeah, kind of a run-of-the-mill 13-3 win, I guess. Team effort. Chalk it up to a team effort.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Bailey Cox had a good night for Carleton County. They only needed 4 innings against Hilton Head. Bailey got the win on the mound, and she went 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 4 RBIs. Maggie Kennedy and I can never remember what Oxner's first name is. Zaria. They both had a triple. Christasia Holmes had 2 doubles among her 3 hits, 3 runs, and 4 RBIs. So they're swinging it. Don't count out Colleton. They're not afraid to try to outslug you. And with James Island beating May River, that kind of opens things up a little bit. But I think those top 3 teams are all kind of pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, apparently we got the Saturday morning affair. You mentioned that I looked at Max Prep's 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, 10:30. Is that what they
on Saturday?
Right here, Saturday the 13th.
For what?
Softball for breakfast.
For what exactly?
Yep. Colleton, really? There it is. 10:30 a.m. Softball. Colleton at May River on Saturday.
Oh, no.
Saturday we get softball for brunch. Hey, I mean, these kids are used to playing at the crack of dawn.
Right.
Yeah,
tournaments, man.
That's true. I will give them that. Yeah, that's true.
Go up at 8:30 to warm up, or 8 o'clock to warm up for a 9 o'clock game. You play at 9 and 11, and
then you do it again.
Win and get to play at 1 and 3 and 5. Ain't afraid of it. So They'll show up ready to go.
Trophy home and sleep on the bus.
Well, they should be amped up at 10:30 Saturday morning. Way more so than after a full day of school and all that stuff by nighttime. They should have plenty of energy. Should be good.
Yeah.
They also have, what else we have next week is May River Buford Series baseball.
Ooh.
That's kind of fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
That
Little
should be
home and home.
interesting, yeah.
Nice. Not a
That should be
region game,
interesting.
but still that's a big rivalry. And two teams
Will
are
be
gonna
again next
back
year.
up in 4A. So
Will
there's
it be
no
again?
loss.
Is Buford?
Yeah,
moving
Buford's
up?
coming back up. Yeah, Buford's coming back
Oh,
up.
wow.
James Island and Lucy Beckham are moving out. Bishop
Moving out,
England's coming in.
Yeah.
So
And somebody else coming
Bishop
in.
England's our new Charleston foil.
Yeah, but
For the Lowco.
I like how it looks. I mean, you only have one other team to compete with, so better odds of getting more region champs, which is much
Bishop
needed
England
after-
gets to play the heel on the Loco Media Network.
Yeah.
They will
Hey,
be.
they
They
get all the
will
coverage,
be,
though.
baby. They
the
will be
heel
that
in our
heel.
drama, the heel in our
Yes.
soap opera. But a good-natured heel. It'll all be in good fun.
Yep.
But so that's softball tonight around the Lowco. West Ashley got Battery Creek back after Creek got them the other night. Girls lacrosse had Buford and Bluffton. I haven't seen that score yet. Oceanside walloped Hilton Head 19-2. So still very much, there's tiers to lacrosse in the state. But HHCA boys got a W in lacrosse, 14-6 over Academic Magnet. First year program. Always good to see them getting dubs.
They almost beat Bluffton at home. Took them to overtime and a really great defensively played
Yeah,
game.
they did. That's right.
And they're showing out some offense against Academic Magnet. It's not a pushover for sure on the lacrosse field. So good for the Eagles and good for those guys stepping up in year one. They make a statement.
Yeah, man.
Over there, so.
Yeah.
Love that.
Let's shout out some sponsors. The varsity sponsors of LowcoSports. We have DDS Web Design, building, hosting, maintaining websites for businesses and nonprofits to get results. So if you need to get found online so you can do more and think bigger, call on DDS Web Design at ddshhi.com. Parker Law Group serves legal needs across Colleton, Hampton, and Jasper counties, and they've jumped on board to help us continue to expand our coverage in those counties and shine a light on more deserving teams and student athletes around the Lowco. Reverence Wrestling Club is the official wrestling sponsor of LowcoSports and the presenting sponsor of the Lowco Grind. If you want to take your skills on the mat to the next level, get over to Reverence Wrestling Club. And Dr. Ambrose Cole is the official chiropractor of LowcoSports. You can find him at Rooted Living Wellness in Bluffton. He'll get you feeling better mind, body, and spirit. Dr. Ambrose Cole. Those are our varsity sponsors. What else we got tonight, boys? We've got a golf match.
Golf. Yeah.
Giza, 10 teams at Belfair. So I'll tell you second place first. JP2 with 161 was second. Holy Trinity 172. Heritage 174. Carlton Prep 175. Thomas Hayward 175. So they're all stacked up there. Remember, 161 was second place. Hilton Head Christian 134. 27 shot.
Whoa!
My
goodness.
10 under par for the Eagles. All four of their guys were under par. Hayes Etheridge and Sage Bradshaw both shot 33. Sage Bradshaw's name.
Oh my gosh.
He's so good.
Yeah.
So good. They both shot 33 to share medalist honors. And just, still a sophomore. He's just so mature beyond his years, like in every way, but he's just so consistent and solid on the golf course, man. He just never puts up a bad number, it seems like.
I can't wait to see where he ends up going to play college golf, man.
Me neither.
It's gonna be interesting.
Super smart kid.
Such a humble kid.
I mean,
and such a humble guy, smart guy, and just really enjoys the process of what it takes to win on the golf course and find success, because just really love watching him play, and hopefully he is going to produce a lot more terrific memories for himself, for this Christian Academy squad, and going on to Jonathan Grizz. We've talked about the big year that he's had at the college stage, and we've seen some others as well rep the Lowco well. That's great. It's great to see these former stars doing it, and these guys following in their footsteps, like Sage Bradshaw, Jeep Patrick, I love that rivalry, Hilton at Christian County, Hilton at Prep. I think it's going to come down to it again when we get towards the Skeezy Golf Championship. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Those programs have developed quite the rivalry between each other. We see it across all sports, but especially golf. It's been really fun because consistently those two programs have been the best, or at least right there.
And consistently those two programs over the years have been nationally ranked too, like at the same time. So whenever they go up against each other, it's always a huge deal, especially in the Skeezy tournament.
Yeah, it's
Indeed.
But
one
speaking
soccer
of
score, Buford Academy boys beating Palmetto Christian 3-2. Nice win for Ian Leslie's lads. I say that tongue in cheek, lads. I haven't seen that girl score yet, but I can look for one. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just talked about boys golf and about the golf season heating up, and it's the biggest weekend of golf across the world because it's getting started tomorrow in Augusta. The Masters, 1 week from now, the RBC Heritage.
True.
Yeah.
We had some more commitments today to the Heritage, as a matter of fact. I'm glad you brought it up, including a past champion, Jordan Spieth. You may have heard of him.
Almost won it last year, but was beat by Fitzpatrick there at the end.
Yep. Wyndham Clark, Jason Day, Nick Dunlap, Ricky Fowler, who just won the par 3 contest today. And
Jordan that means you can't win the Masters. Too bad.
Right. Yeah, he's jinxed. So they joined the defending champ Matt Fitzpatrick, as well as Max Homa, Victor Hovland, Colin Morikawa, Xander Schauffele, and Scotty Scheffler, who are already committed. All those Scheffler's on baby watch, right? So that could be a little dicey.
He's also the number one golfer in the world too. So
yeah. Well, and I just say that he's on baby watch because, like, if he wins the Masters and his wife's about to have a baby, he's probably not coming.
He's taking
And even if he doesn't win the Masters, if his wife's about to have the baby, he might not be coming here. But he is, he's the number one player in the world, and we hope he's coming here. He's planning to come here. I'm just saying, I think he's on baby watch, so could get a little dicey for him.
Yeah, but Jordan Spieth is. I mean, you look at down the line of past champions and guys who've made their mark. Davis Love, of course, but Spieth has been true one of the most fan favorites of all time here in Arbortown. The kids love him. The fans absolutely adore him. And I just remember the scene after he won in 2022 and how he signed all those kids, golf memorabilia who were waiting for him, and then coming back again the year after, almost going back to back and just falling short in a thrilling finale, losing to Matthew Fitzpatrick, who was due to win here at one point in Arbortown. He got it done eventually this past year, but Spieth he's kind of the face of this tournament at this. I mean, we've seen stars come and go throughout these last few decades, but I feel like Spieth is the guy who a ton of fans will come and just follow and watch throughout this round because the way he shows himself and the charisma and just people adore him, and they come to watch guys like Jordan.
Oh yeah,
I think when he put on
those kids, those kids
man.
after Jordan won, I mean, there were just legions of children out there. They were psychopaths, and they wanted him to sign everything under the sun. Yeah, and he did it, man.
Yeah. Also, a couple things. You mentioned Matthew Fitzpatrick. When you say he was due to get one here at Harbortown, we're not joking. Like he has quite a story as a kid coming to the RBC Heritage.
Right.
So to see him win it, was a huge moment. But when Jordan Spieth got that plaid jacket and he put that plaid jacket on, I don't know, it just felt right, man.
It did.
Just felt right to see him wear that plaid jacket.
I'm pretty sure I remember covering his first visit to Harbortown, and that was the talk then.
Was that the first time he won the Masters?
It was after he won the Masters.
It was his first win.
I think so. And that was the talk then, was like, so when will he win here?
Right.
It just and he talked about even then, like, how much he loved the golf course and how much he he compared it to other places where he had played well. And so, yeah, I think it was one of those that he just fit the prototype of the guys like historically who have won here. And so that always made
Very
sense.
technical.
And I think Fitzpatrick did too. You know, I'd like to think like Brian Harmon has a shot to win here sometime, which would be really cool because, you know, he's grown up around here, being from Savannah and winning the Players Am, and you know he's just kind of
he won the Open.
Well, but I mean, like he kind of feels like our local, even though he's not really our local. There's enough ties there that it feels that way, and it's been fun to watch him grow up too, because he was a wild man when he was coming through the amateur ranks. Just a wild man, but he definitely tamed his game a little bit.
I think Spieth is a very Harbortown's a very. It's not like a course for those long drive players.
No.
It's really
It's
a very technical course, and I think that's what makes Spieth so good on this course. Is he's a very technical player.
It's a thinking man's golf course for sure. He can sometimes. He's probably been guilty of overthinking at times on golf courses where it wasn't required. So I think he likes a place where he has to think his way around the place. I wish Rory would come back too, because I think Rory could win here as well. Even though he does hit the ball long, I think later in his career now, I think guys win here later in their career.
He's already got a title. He already got a title in the Loco.
True.
The CJ Cup.
Got that CJ Cup.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, I think guys later in their career come to appreciate the golf course more at Harbortown, and like kind of learn to play it better because they're a little more cautious. They're a little more perceptive of the little things instead of just going and hitting the obvious shot. They think their way around a little bit more, but nobody's really understood it quite like Davis Love III, though. I mean, that guy was just unbelievable here.
He was ridiculous. Yeah.
Unbelievable. But yeah, getting excited for the Heritage. And whenever they start speaking in hushed tones about the patrons at Augusta, we start to get excited about the Heritage. Who you guys got for the Masters? You got picks?
I do. Who I think I had it right here. Hold on one second. We'll look it up. Wes, if you got your name.
You don't remember?
Yes. Hold on.
I mean, obviously the pick that stands out to me and just probably the favorite. You got to look at Scotty Scheffler. He's playing like the best golfer in on the globe right now.
He's 4-1. He's 4-1.
John Rahm's also a favorite.
Rahm's the defending champion. So
yeah,
he's.
I agree. It's hard to pick against Scheffler right now.
Yeah.
I if I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like Brooks Koepka.
I do too. Koepka is
like Koepka.
He's always good in the majors.
He hasn't won the Masters yet, so I think he's like
if he was up
sooner rather than later.
He had the 54-hole lead last year, and then John Rahm beat him, so he's been knocking on the door.
I definitely like him at pools. Like, I don't know if I love him to win.
Doing DFS.
I also will tell you, boys, I have Tiger missing the cut this year, and I will tell you why. I will tell you why.
Yeah.
I do think he would have made the cut.
Bro.
Well, it's that, but also I think if he's healthy enough, I think he could have made the cut. But there's a problem. They have thunderstorms tomorrow in Augusta, early tomorrow, which means he would have to play a lot of golf on Friday, and I just don't think his body can handle that. So I just feel like he's not making the cut this year. But
I don't think his body can handle it, period.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's...
It's just a lot of walking uphill, man. Yeah.
It's way hillier than it looks on TV, man. It is.
Oh, yeah.
Really
I've been there. I know. Yeah, I know. It's a lot worse when you're there in person.
It's crazy.
People don't realize how hard that course is until they are there.
And it's the elevation drops that you can't pick up on TV.
Crazy. It is such crazy elevation differences and stuff like that.
It really
uphill,
is.
downhill, it's just nuts.
So yeah, Scheffler's pretty clearly odds-on favorite, 4-1. Then you got McIlroy and Rahm are kind of the next tier. Schauffele, Koepka, Matsuyama.
I just cannot believe
McIlroy. I didn't think about
just cannot get on board with McIlroy and Augusta.
I can't either. He's
behind on Thursday and Friday, and then once he gets going, it's just too late. He can make a charge on Sunday, but you got to be in position on Sunday in order to have a chance to win.
If he wants to win, he needs that start on Thursday and Friday. But he's never been able to do it. He's just never been able to do it. But at this point, you think like, good Lord, this man is due for some good luck at the Masters.
You put 100 on Tiger and he wins it, you get $12,300.
I'm not doing that.
More than likely, you're just throwing away your $100.
It's tempting. It's tempting, but no.
But you can't do that in this state anyway. That's illegal in this state.
Yes.
You can only play Prize Picks or
daily fantasy.
Pools, daily fantasy pools.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's illegal.
Please gamble responsibly. This message is provided by the Lowco Media Network. Lowco Booster Club. You have Court Lifestyle Pros, Daniel and Debbie Corder, Lowco natives who want to bring you home to Hilton Head Island. They're with Charter One Realty. Revive Rehab, Women's Health, and Pelvic Floor Physical Therapy. Dr. Allie and Dr. Jen can get you feeling right after you have a baby. Eagle Creations has promotional items and custom apparel, as well as custom gift baskets and all kinds of other stuff over in their showroom on Argent Boulevard. Go see them at Eagle Creations to see what they can do for you. If you need a haircut or if you just want to get some great conversation and hang out with the fellas, head over to Jay's Barbershop in downtown Ridgeland. Wes is grinning because we had a live show there once. He knows what's up. It's good times over at Jay's Barbershop. And Barefoot Floor Care of the Lowcountry. Chris Odom will get your floors so clean your feet will thank you. That's the Lowco Booster Club. They support what we do. We appreciate them. Fellas, who do you want to shout out tonight? And who do you want to shout out?
I mean, the easy one is Kylie, right? You got to go with her, but I'm actually going to go a different way.
True.
I'm not going to go Kylie this time. I'm going to go with a duo of stars. We're just talking golf, so let's stay on the golf course. Paige Etheridge and Sage Bradshaw with medalist honors at Belfair. Getting the job done, and so I want to shout those two out in that skis and meet. So congrats to those guys, and that's a nice number on the scorecard, 33.
Yeah,
it always is. And on a 9-hole course, that's I'll take it.
And Belfair, I don't know which 9 of the 36 they played at Belfair, but ain't no easy 9 out there. Promise you that. Promise you that. No, that's good stuff. Max, I'm guessing you're going to go with your region champs.
Yes, sir, I am. Specifically, Hayden Brooks. God, you could have known that I was going to go for this one, but 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, another solid start against the Dolphins. He's had the Dolphins number this year. For some reason, his control is just outstanding. What a way to get a region title, boys! We did it. We finally did it, man. We got that first title in 6 years, man. I've been waiting for that for a while, but congratulations to J-Dub. Congratulations to J-Dub and the rest of the Eagles, man. I'm so proud of you guys. What a season it's been for you guys, and I cannot wait for the playoffs to come around.
Should be fun, man. Should be fun. So I guess you guys did leave Kylie on the board for me. So Kylie Rask, another no-hitter. I don't even know how many this is. 16 more strikeouts. She's crazy good, and it's going to be sad to not get to talk about her stats anymore. It's been fun to just marvel at them every night. But I guess we'll keep tabs on her at North Greenville, and certainly, we expect big things.
Maybe she'll visit over the
USCB. Play USCB, man.
Yeah, maybe they'll meet up in
that would be cool.
In an NCAA Division II tournament,
or just a non-conference matchup because I think USC has played with Greenville in the past. I think not this year, but either the year before, like either 22 or 23, they played each other. I remember.
They're definitely a natural, like, in-state non-conference schedule. I mean, that's an easy one. You play a home and home with them.
But we'll be seeing her. Don't worry.
But,
we'll be seeing her at the next level.
So, got to shout her out. Where are you fellas going tomorrow, Thursday night?
Yeah, we'll have to check the weather.
Could be soggy.
But
it's going to be wet early. I think it's going to clear out later. So baseball and softball are probably in danger due to field conditions. But I would think
soccer depends on where the fields are.
Yeah, depending on whether they're turf.
So May River Hilton Ed Prep. We were supposed to have that one earlier. Got rained out. Hopefully, it doesn't get rained out again because that's on tap for 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, which I'm surprised it's that late with the daylight.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Maybe it's at May River. We'll have to check and investigate that one.
I'm checking. I think it might have gotten scrapped altogether because it's not on the.
All right, so we'll scrap that one. But we still got some interesting.
May River has Colleton County now, so that's what had happened. They had to reschedule. They had to reschedule one. So Colleton at
that
May
one
River
got knocked off the board.
Yep.
All right, that's it.
That's what it
but the boys game, if we can get in Lucy Beck and Hilton Head, should be a fun one, potentially.
I believe Connor Worrell will be at that one. I believe Connor.
I might be going to that. I might go to that as well. I do want to see that game.
I'll tell you, the boys' Colleton County May River game is sort of interesting. Colleton County's been giving people fits.
Yeah, they have.
It's not, cakewalk.
They lost 3-2 to Hilton Head. They lost 2-1 to May River the first time.
Right. I mean, that in the past, that's been like an easy 5-0, 6-0 win, but not so the case this year.
No, it's not. They've got a couple of guys who are actually going to play at the next level, smaller schools, but are going on to play. So they've got some talent there.
Yeah.
7:30. So that one's actually a doubleheader. They're both at the Tank. Yeah.
Okay.
5:30, 7:30 doubleheader.
Yeah.
You also got JP2 Hilton Head Christian, which is I think both those games are fairly.
That's that kind of interesting one.
Pretty competitive.
That one should be competitive, but I think the Colleton County May River game will be great. So I may have to, if I decide to do that one, I'll probably have to join halfway through. So we'll keep you posted on what I decide to do.
Indeed. Yeah, understandable. We'll see what all goes down tomorrow night as far as the weather and what's on tap, but we'll try to keep you posted on social media with whatever cancellations we see, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 10 o'clock to round it all up. We're supposed to have a playoff baseball game tomorrow night at Ladies Island, but I'm not optimistic. And we're supposed to have a softball game tomorrow night, the Electric Eels, but also not optimistic. We'll see how the weather cooperates. But good times tonight, boys. Congratulations, Max and the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles on your region title. Long time waiting for that one. Congrats to J.W. Wilkerson and the fellas. Thanks to everybody who showed up to listen or watch, as well as our sponsors. And thanks most of all to you fellas for hanging out and playing the game. We'll see you tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, another Lowco Sports Lowdown. Get you posted, get you up to date on what all happened around the Lowco. And until then, for Worldwide Wes Kerr and Mad Max Arraj Furioso, I'm Justin Jarrett. We'll see you next time. Go Lowco.
The Lowco Sports Lowdown podcast is a production of Lowco Media LLC and LowcoSports.com, an independent media outlet providing grassroots local sports coverage in the South Carolina Lowcountry. We are sustained by community support from sponsors and patrons like you. Get in the game with a monthly pledge of $1 or more at patreon.com/LowcoSports to keep us going and growing.